G'day, how you going? Today I'm going to be messing around recording some drums. A guy sent me a song he wants me to add some parts to, guitars and bass and stuff, but I reckon it needs some distorted drums in a section, and I'm going to have a go at doing that. Now, I'm by no means a drummer. I just bang things and cut them all up and make it work for me. Like most of my videos, I'm no expert. These videos are just the way I do things. I've been a musician for a long time. I've done home recording for over 20 years, and I've released 30-odd albums for myself and other artists that I've recorded at home. I do have a degree in audio production, but that was relatively recent and was more affirmation than it was learning. I'd love to spend more time in big studios. I've done a few sessions. I've engineered a few sessions in some really good studios, but the opportunities for working in those places and getting mentor experience there just doesn't exist now. There just aren't enough studios around. Most people are doing what I'm doing, recording at home or in small spaces and trying to make it work. So this is the way I do it, rightly, wrongly, open for discussion. It's just what it is. So I'm recording drums. I'm going to use 3 mics. I'm using an AKG D112 on the kick in the cutaway. I'm using this guy, an OPR U87 clone on cardioid as overhead room type of mic. A little bit in front of the kit, half and half kick and snare. And the main mic, and quite probably the only one I'll use, is an SM57, which is about that far off the floor, pointing into this tube, which is pointing at the drums. So let's hear how it sounds. Okay, so we've done our recording. The 3 tracks coming in through my Universal Audio 4710 on these 3 channels here. There's saturation on all 3 of those, and I'm doing a bit of EQ treatment on the room mic, taking some of the mids, 350 hertz, taking some of that out and giving it a fair whack on the compressor. All 3 are using the compression in the 4710 as well, but they're not quite as heavy as the room mic. I've sort of beaten the room mic up a bit. They all flow into Pro Tools, which is these 3 files here. The tube mic, this SM57 in the tube, sounds the kick mic, the D112, and the room mic, which is my OPR U87. So they sound okay. Now if I put some of my processing back in, so you can hear how I've treated them. I've done a bit of EQ on, this is the room mic. I've taken from 160 a slow gradient, low cut, high pass. And I'm compressing that even more. What you can hear there is just bringing the transients out. I've got a relatively slow attack and a fast release. About 3 dB of 3 dB of reduction. You could hit that even harder, really. Then the kick mic, because the microphone's closer to the drum, much closer than the 57, the signal comes through a bit earlier, so I've just delayed the signal a little bit. It's only a few samples really, but I've delayed it a little bit. And then for EQ, I really only want that bottom end, so I've taken everything over 120 out. Which leaves us with the tube mic. I've just taken a lot of the mids out of that. And distorted it. And then I really just sort of blend in the three mics. So I bring the kick mic in to boost the bottom end thump a bit more, and a little bit of the room mic just to give some clarity to the sound. You can hear the kick come in. And then the room mic just to bring in a little bit more clarity. And it's subjective how much you bring of the other two in. But yeah, so that's the way I've treated them. I did a quick demo of the track with some guitars and bass and stuff, just so you can see how it all would sit together. Yeah. Yeah, so you can see how that could blend in with other things and have an interesting effect on the drums. I mean, that might only be for a short part of the song. You could do that for the whole song. But yeah, cool-o. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you got something out of it. Any questions, etc., just leave a comment. I'll reply to everything. Like, subscribe, all of that YouTubey stuff, and hope to see you another time. Thanks.